These days, most cardiac surgeons warn that walking alone may not protect your heart. In fact, this sometimes is overrated and even risky. If you're over 65, especially if you've ever dealt with joint pain, fatigue, or limited mobility, this video could be a real eye-opener. Today, we'll break down 5 expert-backed alternatives to walking. They're simple, safe exercises that boost circulation, strengthen your heart, and fill you with energy, all without leaving the house. If you struggle with poor circulation, numb feet, swollen legs, or that drained feeling that comes after sitting too long, you're not alone. Millions of older adults feel trapped, thinking walking is the only option, even when it hurts. But it's not. One of these 5 alternatives may be exactly what your heart has been waiting for. If you want to protect your heart, sharpen your mind, and keep your mobility and independence well into your 80s and beyond, stick with us. What you learn today could literally change how you feel tomorrow. Alternative number 1, chair-based foot pumps. One of the simplest, most underrated exercises for heart and vascular health, especially when walking is tough, is the seated foot pump. It sounds almost silly, yet this gentle move mimics the natural pumping action of walking without loading your knees or hips. Even better, it fires up your calf muscles, which many cardiologists call the body's second heart. Why does that matter? Every time your calves contract, they help push blood upward from your legs toward your heart. That keeps circulation moving and prevents the pooling that leads to ankle swelling, cold feet, and even dangerous clots. Without that calf pump, your heart has to work twice as hard, especially during long stretches of sitting. And the beauty is you can do it anywhere: reading, watching TV, eating, or waiting at the clinic. Sit up tall, feet flat, lift your heels while keeping your toes on the floor. Pause for a second, lower, then lift your toes while your heels stay down. That's it. This tiny motion wakes up the calves and jumpstarts circulation. There's also a mindset shift. When people hear move more, they often feel helpless if they're in pain or unsteady. The seated foot pump smashes that mental barrier. You can start right now. No gear, no gym, not even shoes. That first little step restores confidence and a sense of control. I once spoke to George, 78, who lives in a suburb in Columbus, Ohio. He couldn't take more than a few steps without getting lightheaded. Doctors told him to walk more, but he just couldn't. A physical therapist showed him the seated pump. George began doing 20 reps every hour while watching classic westerns. 2 weeks later, the swelling was down, his energy was back, and he said, "For the first time, I feel like I'm part of my own recovery." It's not about how far you move, it's how regularly you get your blood flowing. The seated pump does exactly that, gently, safely, right from your chair. Alternative number 2, wall push-ups. Most people think push-ups are just for gym rats. Yet wall push-ups, done consistently, can transform heart health and circulation. No getting on the floor, no equipment, no dripping sweat, just results. When you do a wall push-up, you're engaging chest, arms, and core. Those muscles help circulation in the chest and upper back, areas where many older adults feel tightness and poor blood flow. Each controlled rep helps the heart pump more efficiently and strengthens the muscles you breathe with, crucial as we age. Unlike walking, which can pound knees, hips, and lower back, wall push-ups let you regulate intensity. Stand about 2 feet from a sturdy wall, hands at shoulder height. Bend your elbows to bring your chest toward the wall, then push back. 10 slow reps fires up the entire body and gets blood moving. Emotionally, wall push-ups lift weight off the chest, literally and figuratively. Your breathing deepens, posture straightens, mood lifts. I recall Margaret, 82, from Boise, Idaho, who started with 5 wall push-ups every morning. She thought her body was too old. She told me, but it just needed permission. Strength after 70 doesn't come from barbells or long walks. Sometimes all it takes is leaning on a wall and proving your body still has your back. Feel the power return and daily life changes. If you're still with us and finding this helpful, type number 2 in the comments so I know you're there. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that button and the bell so you don't miss any future videos. Your support lets us keep creating uplifting content. On to the next one. Alternative number 3, seated leg lifts. If you suffer from leg circulation issues, ankle swelling, or feet that never seem warm, seated leg lifts might be the game changer. No leaving the house, no special gear, just a sturdy chair and 5 minutes. Leg lifts activate your biggest muscles, thighs, calves, and glutes. When those muscles work, blood flows freely back to the heart, easing the uphill battle gravity creates. As the weeks pass, resting heart rate drops, stamina improves. Simply sit up tall, raise one foot a few inches, hold a moment, lower, then switch. As the quads awaken, feet warm, knees feel sturdier, and the heart doesn't have to strain. There's a hidden mental payoff. Every lift tells the brain, I still control my body. That sense of agency fights the anxiety that creeps in with limited mobility. Frank, 79, from Des Moines, Iowa, started lifting his legs during TV commercials. He said, I stopped feeling stuck. I felt alive again. Progress isn't always climbing stairs. Sometimes it's raising a foot while seated and reclaiming strength on your own terms. That's wisdom in motion. Alternative number 4, hand grip squeezes. Heart health isn't just about big muscles. One of the strongest heart-protecting tools is right in your palm, your grip. Intentional squeezing can quietly train the heart, lower blood pressure, and fortify vessels without leaving your chair. When you squeeze and release, you stimulate tiny arteries in your hands and forearms, triggering a vascular response that lowers systolic pressure. Many cardiologists now recommend grip work for blood pressure control, especially when intense exercise is off the table. Stronger grip correlates with longer life and greater independence because it reflects overall neuromuscular health. When grip fades, balance and confidence slip. Train it, even with a tennis ball or soft exerciser, and your nervous system gets a clear message. I'm still strong. Helen, 80, from Charleston, South Carolina, carries a little yellow stress ball. She says, 3 squeezes when I sit, 3 when I stand. Her surprise? More energy all day and a steadier heartbeat. Grip training need no legs, back, or balance. Do it by the window, on the phone, or while watching your favorite show. Each squeeze is a small victory you can literally hold on to. If you're still watching and this helps, type number 4 in the comments. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. Your support keeps us going. Alternative number 5, seated straight leg holds. You don't need marathons to keep your heart young and blood flowing. Sometimes all it takes is moving your legs on a chair. Seated straight leg holds look simple, yet they're among the most underrated exercises for people over 70 who want better circulation, stronger lower bodies, and a heart shielded from a sedentary lifestyle. Long sitting makes blood pool in the legs, forcing the heart to pump harder. Over time, that raises clot, swelling, and pressure risks. Seated straight leg holds act like a gentle pump for the entire lower body, cutting venous pressure and improving oxygen delivery. Sit upright, lift one leg straight, hold a few seconds, lower, then switch. After a mild stroke, Edward, 78, from Tucson, Arizona, tried leg holds. He first thought, what's the point? Weeks later, he was climbing stairs with less fatigue and no longer felt useless. He said, I'm doing something again. Your true gift isn't youth or looks. It's dignity. Moving on your own terms, in your own rhythm, without fear you'll feel tired or stuck. Remember, your legs aren't asking you to run. They're asking for a few gentle inches. Each lift strengthens your body, boosts circulation, and gives your heart the things it deserves. I'm 85 years old. I've learned that real change doesn't demand perfect health, fancy equipment, or a lot of time. It asks for a bit of curiosity, a spark of willingness, and faith that your body still matters, because it truly does. Many older folks feel the world rushing past, noise growing louder, and begin to shrink. Yet inside every aging body lives a spark of vitality, resilience, wisdom, waiting for you to notice it again. These 5 practices aren't just exercises, they're messages. I'm still here. I still matter. I still have the power to care from my heart. Each squeeze, each lift, each gentle push-up is a reminder I'm not giving up. I choose to stand by myself, even in small ways. Small things add up. They create movement. They bring peace. Life at this age isn't always easy. Perhaps you've lost someone. Perhaps your body changed. Perhaps you're just plain tired. That's human. But remember, there are still things available right now. You can still choose to start blood flowing, calm your heart, bring ease into your day. You're never too old to do good for your heart, never too weak to try something gentle and healing. Even if you can't walk like before, there's still a path, a hope, a way to support the wonderful body that carried you all these years. Make a move today. Pick one exercise and try it. Just one. A fist squeeze, a leg lift, a wall push-up. Do it for your heart. Do it for yourself. You're still here, and you still matter. Let the simplest movement spark the thought, I'm alive. My body can still do this. Healing isn't always a leap. Sometimes it's a quiet kitchen chair moment when warmth returns to your feet, a pause between breaths when you think, I'm here. And that's something to be proud of. Thank you for being with us today. We value your voice. Leave a comment. Tell us what you've learned and how you'll use it. We read every one. Your words give us huge support. If the video helped, please like, subscribe, and share it with your loved ones. Your support lets us keep producing the kind, inspiring content you deserve. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.